It's been a little while since I last made a video on here. It's been about a week, I think. Well, for people on here, it's been a week, but it's been about almost 2 weeks since I last made a video. And that's just because I was on vacation. I had a really fun time. I went to Japan, got to go check out the sites, got some time to relax, take some time away from YouTube, work, from people. It was just overall a really fun time. I really recommend people go there and just take it in. It's such a fun place to go to. And I can't wait to go next year. I'm already planning my next trip for it. But overall, I would say the experience was a really good one. I got to go to some of the places I wanted to go this time around. I went to do some shopping, like you can kind of see right here, but I did a little bit of stuff right here. I got a bunch of art books. I got stuff in the claw machines. I even just bought a bunch of figures just because why not? I'm still unpacking right now and I'm still a bit jet lagged because when I got back, I crashed for like 15 hours. That's how bad it was, but that's not what we're talking about today. I wanted to make this video because I thought it was such an interesting story when I was there. So everything was going well up until the very end. I think everything was going on as normal. Nothing bad happened until the very end of the trip, which really fucking worried me because going somewhere internationally and having this happen to you is just the biggest nightmare you could ever hope for. So what happened was 2 days before my trip back, I lost my passport. I was walking down the street. I went to a Mandarake to go get some art books. I used my passport because it's tax-free, so you get your money back from the taxes you spend over there whenever you're buying stuff. And I guess for some reason, when I walked up, going 2 buildings down just so I can go buy some more stuff, I lost my passport. I don't know what happened to it. I think it was just me being really stupid or tired, but I guess my pocket on my jacket was open and it fell out. So when I realized that, it wasn't like, I think it was like 20 minutes after I left the building and went to the other building to where I was putting stuff away, to where I realized that I don't have my passport. I was gone. I did not know what to fucking do. I think when that hit, I was at the end of my rope and I just was so frantic and worried. I wasn't sleeping. I felt sick to my stomach knowing that I'm gonna get really fucked if I ended up losing my passport and someone took it and I'd have to go to the embassy to get a replacement one, and that cost about $200. So needless to say, it was a very troubling experience for me. So once I found that out, I went back, I looked again and again for like 2 hours. I couldn't find it. I even went to the store I went to just to see if they checked anything on the camera, see if I left it there. They didn't. So I went to the police station, like just one of the random police boxes that are over there, and they're so nice. The people over there really help a lot. And even if it's like a little bit of a language barrier, they really care about looking for your shit. So I told them, I filed a police report saying that I lost my passport somewhere between these 2 areas, and they were really helpful about it. They left me a statement, they took my hotel information, and they said they call whenever I get back or they find it. So I go back to my hotel just completely worried. I'm having trouble sleeping. I don't eat because I'm just so distraught, worrying that I'm gonna have to make an appointment just in case on the day that I'm leaving. So my flight was at 5:30 in the afternoon the day I left, and my appointment for the embassy was at 8:15 in the morning. That was an emergency appointment. They had to screen that shit before you can even make the appointment, which really kind of sucks. It's a little bit of a troublesome process, but I think for other embassies you can just walk in, but for Japan you have to make an appointment. That's just how it works. So the next day comes around, I don't really worry too much. I let everyone know that, hey, I lost my passport. It's gonna fucking suck. And I told my family about it. They were like, you fucking idiot. And I was just like, yeah, I kind of am a fucking idiot. I'm usually very careful about it, but it happens. It happens to everyone. It happens to the best of us. So I go about my day. I just say, you know what, fuck it. If it turns up, it turns up. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'll just go to the embassy and they'll just get me a new one really quick. I'll fork over the money. I don't care. I go out, do some more shopping. Can't do any tax-free because I don't have the passport. And I go back to where I was before just to double check. And then I come back to the hotel, I go back to the police box, and they say, nope, they don't have it. So I was already preparing for the worst, saying that I'm going to have to get that nice purple passport so I can get back to the States. I go in, get my stuff, and then at the end of the day, around 5 o'clock when I get back, I see that the receptionist at the hotel saying, hey, we got a phone call for your passport. And I just thought to myself, thank fucking God, I did not lose my passport. I was so happy no one took it. They were really nice about it. And that's the beauty part about living in Japan. Everyone is like really nice. They will turn in anything that is lost. And I really like that about that culture. They are just the nicest, most helpful people, I would say. Even if they are kind of off-putting to tourists and all that, if they see that something's missing or something that looks to be lost, and they really want to just, give it to the proper authorities, which I was really grateful for. I was so happy. I was just jumping for joy. I was just thinking, I got a few extra $100 now that I would have spent, and now I can go spend it on other stuff. So I did. I got my other suitcase. I got some more stuff to come back with. And overall, I was just so happy. So when I got the notification, the police station was closed, I think. That just said like the business hours were not operational at that time, so I had to go right the day that we left. First thing in the morning, I go to the police station in Shibuya. It was the first time I ever gone to a police station over there, so that was pretty fun. I got a nice story to tell off of that. And lo and behold, they had my passport. So I was just so happy. I was just so worried I'd never see it again and I have to buy a new one just to fill out all the information again. It's so nice. I really love the people that are over there, and it just makes me realize that that country is amazing. The people are so nice. Everything's just so well maintained over there. They have a nice system, and I could not be more grateful. So if this ever reaches the person who found my passport in Shibuya on November 5th or 4th, whatever day you see it, thank you so much. You do not know how happy I was to find out that I was not going to get stranded in Japan, even though that would have been awesome. I still get to go home on time and take all my stuff back. So that was just so cool. I was so happy for it. But overall, it was just a really fun trip, aside from those few hiccups. And I guess at the end, I just was a really big fucking idiot because I just lost my neck pillow in the airport that I was going to use for my flight back. So the flight back was just a total nightmare. That's why I slept for so long when I got back here. But it was still fun. I got a bunch of stuff. I think the coolest thing I got were these fucking music boxes from Square Enix. I got like a Final Fantasy VII one, and then I got a few Nier ones, which I thought was the coolest fucking shit ever. I don't know if you'll be able to hear any of this, but just listen to this because it's so cool. So I got that one, and then I think this one is my favorite one, just because I love this theme so much. I fucking love Tifa's theme. It is one of my favorite ones. I did see some for Kingdom Hearts. Well, actually, I only saw one for Kingdom Hearts. It was fucking Traverse Town, which I was so disappointed in. And I thought they would have fucking more, but they did not. So maybe next time we'll see more of that. But for now, I just stuck with the Nier Replicant, Nier Automata, and the Final Fantasy VII stuff. So that was fun. But maybe on stream I'll go on and talk about all the stuff I bought. But maybe not for now. We'll just see what happens. But if you want to see that, just let me know. But yeah, other than that, you'll probably can hear the music box still going. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed. And I'll talk to you later. See ya.